Today our topic is how to deal with criticism the Stoic way. Criticism is something everyone faces in life. It can come from friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers. Sometimes it is helpful, but often it can feel hurtful or unfair. The Stoics, ancient philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, had a lot to say about how to handle criticism without letting it ruin your peace of mind. Their advice is still useful today. Let's explore how you can deal with criticism the Stoic way. First, let's understand what Stoicism is. Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. It is about finding inner peace and strength, no matter what happens outside of us. Stoics believe that our reactions to events, not the events themselves, determine our happiness. This idea is very powerful when it comes to dealing with criticism. When someone criticizes you, the first thing to remember is that you cannot control what they say or think. You can only control how you respond. This is a key Stoic principle. Imagine criticism as a ball thrown at you. You can catch it and hold on to it, or you can let it bounce off you and move on. The choice is yours. If you catch it and hold on to it, you might feel upset, angry, or hurt. But if you let it bounce off, you stay calm and in control. One way to let criticism bounce off is to ask yourself, is this criticism true? If it is, then you can use it as an opportunity to improve. For example, if someone says you are always late and you know it's true, you can work on being more punctual. In this case, the criticism is helpful. But if the criticism is not true, or if it is just someone's opinion, you can let it go. You don't have to accept every opinion as fact. Remember, not everyone's opinion about you matters. Only the opinions of people you respect and trust should carry weight. Another Stoic technique is to separate the criticism from the critic. Sometimes people criticize us because they are having a bad day, or because they are jealous, or because they don't understand us. Their criticism says more about them than it does about you. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his journal that when someone insults him, he tries to understand why they are acting that way. He reminds himself that everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge they have. This helps him stay calm and not take things personally. Stoicism also teaches us to practice indifference to things outside our control. This doesn't mean you don't care about anything. It means you don't let external events disturb your inner peace. Criticism is an external event. You can't control what others say, but you can control how you react. If someone criticizes you, instead of getting upset, you can choose to stay calm and think, this is their opinion. It doesn't define me. This mindset helps you stay strong and confident, no matter what others say. Another important Stoic idea is to focus on your own values and goals. When you know what is important to you, criticism becomes less powerful. For example, if your goal is to be kind and honest, and someone criticizes you for being too nice, you can remind yourself that kindness is one of your values. Their criticism doesn't change who you are or what you stand for. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This means that if you are focused on growing and becoming a better person, you shouldn't worry about what others think of you. Growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, and not everyone will understand or support you. Stoics also believe in accepting reality as it is. This means accepting that criticism is a part of life. No matter how kind, smart, or successful you are, someone will always find something to criticize. Even the greatest people in history faced criticism. The key is not to avoid criticism, but to learn how to deal with it. When you accept that criticism is inevitable, it loses its power over you. You stop fearing it and start seeing it as a normal part of life. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is to prepare for criticism in advance. This is called premeditation of evils. It means thinking about the worst-case scenario and how you would handle it. For example, if you are giving a presentation, you can imagine someone criticizing your work. Think about how you would respond calmly and confidently. By preparing in advance, you are less likely to be caught off guard or react emotionally when criticism comes. Another Stoic strategy is to practice gratitude. When someone criticizes you, instead of focusing on the negative, try to find something to be grateful for. For example, if someone points out a mistake you made, you can be grateful for the opportunity to learn and improve. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is wrong to what is right. It helps you see criticism as a chance to grow rather than as an attack. Stoicism also teaches us to be humble. Humility means recognizing that we are not perfect and that we can always learn from others. When someone criticizes you, instead of getting defensive, you can listen with an open mind. Even if the criticism is harsh or unfair, there might be some truth in it. Humility allows you to learn from every experience, even the difficult ones. Finally, Stoics remind us to keep things in perspective. Criticism is just one small part of life. It is not the end of the world. When you feel upset by criticism, take a step back and ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month, or a year? Most of the time, the answer is no. By keeping things in perspective, you can avoid blowing criticism out of proportion. In conclusion, dealing with criticism the Stoic way is about staying calm, focused, and in control of your reactions. It's about understanding that you cannot control what others say, but you can control how you respond. It's about using criticism as an opportunity to grow, rather than as a reason to feel bad about yourself. By practicing Stoic principles like acceptance, gratitude, humility, and perspective, you can handle criticism with grace and confidence. Remember, criticism is just a small part of life. Don't let it take away your peace of mind. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep moving forward. This is the Stoic way.